Welcome back. Today in the Quip Corner, we'll be talking about opinions. I'm sure you know opinions abound. So I welcome you to sit back and enjoy. Quick 8. Everyone has a right to express their opinion about me. I have a right to ignore others' opinions of me and a responsibility to align myself to God's opinion of me. If you ask somebody what do they think, they'd run off. They'd tell you, well, I think you should do this. I think you should have done this. Everybody has their opinion. Every time I read this quip, and even when I was writing it, the story that came to mind, which some of you may have heard, and if you haven't heard it, it goes this way. It's the story of the man, his son, and the donkey. So there was this man who had a donkey and had a son, obviously, from the title. And on his way to the market one day, he and his son were walking beside the donkey. They passed a group of people, in the village. And the villagers were like, what's wrong with this man? He has a donkey, and he and his son are walking beside it. At least one of them should ride on the donkey. He overheard them. And so he was like, okay, I'm a good father. I'll put my son on the donkey. A few kilometers later, another set of villagers saw them and said, oh my God, how rude. This boy hasn't been properly brought up. How can he be riding on a donkey when his old father is walking? And so the father overheard and swapped places. He was on the donkey and his son was walking beside the donkey. As you guess, a few kilometers later, another set of villagers were like, oh my, what a meanie. He's on the donkey and his son is walking. Fathers should be more caring. They should be more caring. And so he was like, okay, when it was just my son, there was an issue. When it was just me, there was an issue. And so he said to his son, come up and, ride with me. And so his son rode with him. And then, of course, a few kilometers later, people were like, these people, this is animal abuse, If it's in this day and time, it will be animal humane society, And they'll be like, how can they be so mean to a donkey? So they both got off the donkey and got a pole and, tied the donkey to it so that they would carry the donkey. And of course, the next set of villagers saw them and thought they were really, really stupid because here they were trying to take the donkey to the market so that they could sell it to make money. And as they were crossing a bridge, the donkey was uncomfortable, and the way the fable goes was the donkey struggled and fell into the river. And so that's how they lost the donkey. And of course, that source of income. And this all happened because they were listening to others' opinion about them instead of recognizing that that might not be the right solution. I've had situations in my life where people think, oh, you should do it this way, you should manage your home this way, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with advice and taking advice. I am just saying that you have a responsibility to know what it is God says about you. What God says about you is what trumps what anybody, even your spouse or children, What God says about you is where you should focus, and that's how you should act. You should align yourself with what God has said. Yeah, I keep laughing every time I remember the story of the man, the son, and the donkey. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please click the like button and add your comments. I'd really like to hear from you. including questions and maybe suggestions on future quips to feature here. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and hit the bell. It will notify you each time there's a new video to view. As I usually say, please be a friend and spread the word. Please spread the word. Until the next time we're together, take care. Bye now.